Hello. Welcome back. Rechelle Mackay here. Welcome to my channel. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a hair fix here, keeping it really real. How are you? Happy brand new August week to you. Today is today the 5th? First, second, third, fourth, 5th. It's the 5th. I always come in these videos and forget. See, I just do it really authentic and really real. And I'm not a real big plan girl, but I like to just keep it really real. So today is the 5th of August. Holy smoke and dooly. Can you believe we're in August? I'm in Australia and it's only like, 3 weeks till spring. I'm so freaking excited. I love spring. Spring has that really new beginning, new energy, new light, has that whole different vibe, doesn't it? Although I love all the seasons, as I always mention on my channels, but spring has this special thing. And it's my wedding anniversary month too as well. So that's a special time for me. I'll be 10 years this year married. Wow. Anyways, that's just a little bit of personal stuff for you. I am going to let you go and choose your cards and let's get into it. So I'm going to get you to choose a card. 1, card 2, or card 3. Stay tuned. My God. Okay, so the deck I'm using this week is Moonology by Yasmin Boland. She is an amazing author. She's on Instagram and she's got a book, which I'm going to show you. If I've got it right here. Where are you, book? Where are you, book? Oh, yeah, right here. Sorry. By the way, do you love my chair? Do you love this chair? Look, it's hot pink. Isn't it gorgeous? I just wanted to share that with you. I've got so much bloody pink, like seriously. What's wrong with me? Okay, so let me just tuck that in. I feel stupid. Okay, so I just want to give you a little bit of feedback. So the deck I'm using, as you know, is Moonology. I just mentioned it to you, as you know. God, I get a bit woo-woo sometimes. Moonology, also this lady, she has a book. So if you're interested in knowing more about the moon, or you're a little bit like, I don't even understand this moon stuff, the new moon, the full moon, all the different things that happens, you can grab her deck or her book to help you guide you. That's what I do. I get a lot of people ask me, how did you learn this? How did you learn that? I read and I follow a lot of people online that I'm interested in, that I come across, and I just trust that when I find people, I just trust the signs, and I trust that then people are meant to walk on my path with me. So one of the things that I always say to people, you know, books are a great resource, and then following people online on their journey and how they teach, how they post their posts and how they share their stories teaches you so much. So, yeah, that's the deck I'm using today. It's really interesting. Every single card is really different this week. I love when that happens, where the cards don't sort of sound the same. So I've chose 3 cards, as you know, because you would have already chose your card. And stand by for 2 seconds, and I'm going to give you the reading of each card. Okay, card choosers number 1. The card you got is New Moon in Virgo. So New Moon in Virgo says, a time to give rather than take. So I've had a little read from the book. I always like to tap into both energies. And what it tells me is it's time to give back to yourself more on a health level. So you need to add more routine to your life every morning. Get up and do the switch and make it happen, and start doing the things that's going to make you feel better as far as your health goes. So clean eating, exercising, making a change in your everyday daily routines. Because I feel like you've been all over the place, and it's time now for you to come back to yourself and go, okay, it's time for me to give back to myself. Because of the way you're feeling. You would know this by the way you're feeling, and you haven't been of best health, as in the way you feel. So this card's telling me it's time to give back to yourself. The other thing is it's time to stop asking what others can give you and help you with, and more about how you can give back to others. As in, we tend to think that some of us, sometimes in our life we tend to think, I'm not getting this or I'm not getting that, or it could be the kids, or it could be, your bestie or whatever it is, or your partner. You feel like, you're missing something in that relationship with yourself. But I want to say to you, instead of actually looking at what you're not getting from them, more about tap into what is it that I need to give to that person to help make that relationship thrive better. How can I give in that relationship instead of what it is that you're not getting from that relationship? So how can we thrive better in that relationship? Whether it's your children, whether it's your partner, whether it's your bestie, whatever it is, start looking at how you can give back to that person in that relationship and make that relationship more flourish. But it's really, really important. It's a time for you to give back to yourself with your food and with your exercise routine, and just giving back to yourself. I'm not talking about self-care. I'm talking about great health. So the internal stuff, the stuff that's going to make us jump out of bed every morning, because when we eat healthy and we look after ourselves, we thrive because our body thanks us. And when you're not giving yourself enough of that good stuff, whatever it is. It might just be drinking more water. It might just be more green vegetables. It might mean just a juice every day. Going for a walk in the morning that you stopped doing. As I said before, we're in Australia. I film here in Australia. And if you're from Australia, we've been in that, that hermit winter mode. And it's like now we're all ready to come out. So start giving back to yourself the things that's going to make you really feel good, because your body will thank you so much for it. And that'll be the start of giving back to yourself. And it was the new moon. The card was actually new moon in Virgo. So if you're a Virgo, the Virgos are all about practical and getting things back into order. They love the routine. They like to know what's going on. So get back into that routine for yourself, and also a routine in other relationships where you can give as well. So that's your card. I hope you loved it. Okay. Card chooses number 2. I'm going to actually read yours from the book first and share with you what this message is, because I think it's pretty spot on. Pretty much says exactly what you need to know. So the card says, full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. And, oh my God, I've had some hair issues this morning. Such a freaking hair bear. Oh my God, seriously. All right. Okay. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign, right? We just come out of Cancer. Cancer was like last week. We sort of changed over at the beginning of last week, I think it was. It's important to be sensitive to other people when we pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or your dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues that come up. Nothing to worry about. It just signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both the domestic matter and a private issue will soon come to a head as well, and that it's a great time for you to move house. How amazing. So if you're moving house, this is a great sign for you. Couldn't get more straight down the line than that. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. So what I would say to you is, I would probably say to you, sit still and don't overthink it. Don't worry about anything. It's going to come to a head naturally. All right. So the full moon is all about things coming up and releasing and naturally happening, right? Even if you're not connected to the full moon, we naturally, our bodies, we are a human that is connected to the moon, bottom line. But even if you ain't familiar with the moon is all about releasing and letting go and shedding that shit that we don't need any longer, right? Whether it's relationships, whether it's just stuff within us, stuff that's going on inside of us, our emotions, our feelings, right? Because Cancer is all about the emotions. So this card's telling me, let it just come to the head naturally. Don't push and allow it to happen. Don't take any actions around saying what you need to say. Just allow it to naturally happen, because it could be quite heated if you do. So just allow things to come through. The other message is, don't be so clingy to people around you in your family. Allow your family to breathe. Random, I know, but that's what it's saying. And also stop sulking over shit that doesn't matter. And that is quite dramatic. The card says it. So stop sulking. Stop sulking over stuff that really, so what? It's almost like I want to say to you, who cares? Let it fucking go. It doesn't matter. You know, let that crap go. Let it go. Because when we sulk and I don't want to say play the victim, but when we allow things to affect us personally, we tend to almost feel sorry for ourselves because of the situation. I'm trying to put it really lightly, but it's not easy to put it lightly sometimes. So I want to say to you, just stop sulking through the stuff and let that shit go. It doesn't matter anymore. It's gone. Right? And as I always say, when I'm talking to you, I know if this message resonates with you, it is your message. There's nothing else I need to say to you because it relates. And also too, on the other aspect is, have you had enough family time lately? Are you spending enough time with your family or with your close friends? Have you disconnected? You know, time to take for yourself, time to take for your family. It's interesting, this whole reading this week, and even card 1, there was a lot of family connection. And this month in particular we're in Leo, right? We're in Leo season right now. So it's all about creativity and having fun. And so the previous card was about family stuff. And now this card's all about a little bit of family stuff as well. And having fun, you know, sulking, having fun instead of basically playing the victim in your own life, you know? Not taking everything so bloody serious. Let me have a look at the card as well. So when this card in particular, Cancer, the emotions are always really heightened, so they're really extreme, they're really full on. So that's why I said to you when I first started giving you my info after I read it is don't just stand still in it. Just don't tap into the emotions of it. So whatever it is that's going on in your life, whatever it is that you're questioning, don't tap into the emotion of it. Just let that go. Because if you do, it's going to really, really, really go to a head big time. So I hope you've loved your card this week. Card choosers number 3. Yours is an awesome card for this week. So your card is called, look how beautiful that freaking card is, would you? Like, seriously, is that the most stunning card you've ever seen? It says, have faith in your dreams. And it's called Waxing Crescent Moon. Right. Your card is bloody fabulous. So what I want to say to you is, you're on the fucking right track. You are on the right track. And everything is on track. There's nothing for you to worry about. So the questions I want to ask you is this, right? So do you need to make more effort to do what it is that you want to create, right? And are you willing to give that more time? Are you willing to give that more of your yourself? Or are you willing for it just to play out the way it is? If you want this to happen faster and you want to create this faster, you're going to have to put the hours in. You're going to have to do the work to make it happen instead of sitting back. But I do want to say to you, you are on the right track and things can happen, but it'll happen slower if you don't take those steps and take those actions that you need to take. It'll happen much faster for you if you put the hours in to what it is that you want to create. And this card says, review your goals and have a look at what your goals are. Is it aligned with what you're wanting? It's telling me that it is, but is it still aligned with you? And if so, stay committed to the goal. The other thing is too, keep moving forward. So this card's coming back and saying to you, keep moving forward. And that would mean keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. Or if you feel like it's not happening fast enough, well, then you could take more actions that's going to get you that place. So if you're like, oh my God, I'm so frustrated, I want this to happen faster, why isn't this happening? I would say to you, you need to go back to the drawing board and look at what it is that you need to do to make the changes so that things happen faster. Because you're definitely on the right track. There's no doubt in my mind if you've chose this card this week that you are on the right track, whatever it is that you are questioning. I do believe it is career related. It's not relationship related. It's definitely career related. But I do feel like if you feel like things aren't where they need to be and you're sort of frustrated, you need to revise what you're willing to give it and what you're going to stay committed to in giving that self to that goal, giving yourself to that goal. Yeah. And let me have a look. And what else does it say? So this card is saying also too, it is a time, a really, really promising time for you. So I feel like too as well, you may have already made that decision. You may have, or when I say decision, it may have already happened for you. But something is not quite settling you. So it's like there's something that's either frustrating you with that and it quite hasn't all happened. So revise your actions and revise what needs to happen for that thing, that extra thing to come about. Does that sound weird? It's really weird. It's like some of you choose card 3 might say, yeah, that relates. But then there's the other aspect of card chooser 3s that are going, oh my God, yes, I do feel like that resonates. But then I'm still frustrated because I still want more than where I'm at. So if that's the case, take actions because you are on the right track. You are there, but it's like you just need to take that little bit of that next extra step, like jump because the universe has got your back. I'm dead set. This is a really good card for you. So, and as I said to you before, Leo is all about creativity and fun. So get freaking creative with what it is that you want to do because you, my girlfriend or boyfriend, you're on track. You are on fucking track. That's your card. Hope you've loved it.